Alright guys, so today we're back at the shop and we are going to be boosting Dylan's Miata with this KO3 here. We got this off eBay, we got two of them. One is for Brendan's car. Stock wastegate is set at 12 pounds and we think this will do both Miatas just fine. Just give it a little bit of extra torque.
Keep in mind that this compressor is literally the size of probably a quarter.
Yeah.
Literally the size of a quarter.
It's nice though. This is
it's gonna spool up easily.
It's tiny.
And here's my manifold. We're just gonna be chopping it off and
stock manifold.
doing some stuff.
Chop that, put that through. But we'll go through the whole technical part after.
Yeah.
But this turbo was $107, brand new off eBay, free shipping, and we're gonna rip it. The little Miata that could is gonna be boosted on a KO3.
It's good quality too. This is a nice eBay quality.
It really is. Look at the quality of that.
Spin the wheel, dude.
Spin it from the back. Oh wait, you kind of can't. It's like a weird.
Just reach your pinky in there or something.
Oh yeah. How's the shaft play from the eBay?
Oh, it's nothing, dude.
No shaft play
at all. Bearing's nice in there. Gonna have to go around and tighten all the bolts, obviously. But yeah, this is the start to a beautiful project, and definitely stay tuned.
Basic grinding wheel here. So the first thing we're gonna do here with the Miata turbo build is we need to get all the piping we need for, you know, the charge pipe, the intercooler piping, and a little bit of exhaust tubing. So what we like to do here is come out to the Logan Steel Bargain Barn, which is pretty much just a garage full of miscellaneous pieces of metal like piping, tubing, square tubing, and Brendan needs a little bit of metal too, so we're gonna pick up some shit from the Logan Steel Bargain Barn right now. Alright guys, so the first thing we're gonna do here is we're out here at the Advanced Auto Parts, and pretty much what we need to do here is a few things. We need to get all of our oil fittings and whatnot, and maybe get some piping that we're possibly gonna need, and then we'll just go in there, you know, grab some fluids if we need them. But pretty much what we really need here is oil feed, oil drain stuff, and piping. So let's get to it.
Got a turbo in a bag, dude.
Literally turbo in a bag.
You like it?
Dude, look at it. It's cute. Alright, so this is what we're coming up with here for oil into the turbo. So we have this thing right here. This is gonna go in there like that, and then we're gonna take this brake line fitting here, and then that's gonna go in like this. That's oil feed right there. Now we need to find oil out of the block, which is an M1015. That's what we need for the block. So this is what we're doing for the turbo side. This adapter right here into this brake line fitting. That's turbo in. Oil for the turbo in. Alright, so here's our solution right here for the air filter or mass airflow sensor. We're gonna clamp this pipe onto the turbo inlet right there.
That's
and then from here, from this right here, is gonna hit the air box and air filter. And then right here, this is where air is blowing into the engine. We're gonna take that doohickey, and then we're gonna go to Lowe's right now. We're gonna get a piece of rubber that's gonna cover this like that. And then in this end, we're gonna be sticking this stuff right here. Flex pipe, it's gonna stick on in there. Shit, I can't aim it in film, but you get the point. You get the point. You get the point. So, oil fitting, bunch of clamps. Let's do it. All right. Once you've got all your shit from Advanced Auto, you're gonna now come to the Lowe's, because that's where we end up all the time. First time we've ever gone into Lowe's and found a rubber piece we needed so smoothly. So This is the coupler we're going to be using to go from the turbo's 1.5 inch outlet to the car's 2.5 inch. Look at the size difference right there. Lowe's, we love you for your random couplings. This is where we come for our car parts. This is prime right here though, so that's what we're going to be using for this. Alright, so we're going with completely custom flanges here, so we're going to make a flange for this, and we need the bolts, so we went ahead and found the bolts for that flange here. Those will go in. Got the washers here. And here's our flange metal right here. This nice thick plate steel. Like I said, guys, we're making completely custom flanges out of this plate steel right here. So we're gonna need this hole saw right here to go and make this hole right here. This is exhaust in, so it's gonna go manifold into this hole right here, hole saw it, drill out these, bolt the flange down, weld this piece on right there. Lastly, we're going to be using electrical conduit for the oil drain. We're going to make a custom flange right there for the oil drain. And then we're going to make a custom bung on the oil pan. We're going to need this right here, this 3/4 inch drill bit. This is what we're going to use to drill the pan. We're going to stick this conduit into the hole in the pan that this thing's going to drill. And then we're going to weld this into the pan. And then we're going to make this custom flange right there. And then we'll be all set. Gonna get one of these too to ensure that all the welds come out as they should. Map gas, important. We're ready to leave now. We got everything we need. Extra wheel here for the chop saw. We got all the metal we're gonna need, all the adapters, all the tools. Let's do it.
All this shit.
Alright, we made one last stop at AutoZone to grab this hose here. This is going to be our oil drain from the bottom of the turbo to the oil pan. Got 4 or 3 feet of it right here. This is what we're using for our drain. Had to grab it at AutoZone, so let's get back to the shop.
On the KO3, the oil return to the pan didn't come with a flange, it just came with this gasket looking thing right here. So we had like this 1.5 inch diameter thin strip of metal, so I just laid it across like that and cut it and just grinded the fuck out of it. I just put this on there like that and then just grinded around the edges, made it as best as a shape as I could, and then put it on there, and then she's ready to go.
So next we need to just drill a hole in the middle of that new flange to go with this hole right there. So as you can see, it's the same shape. We got the bolt holes on there. Now we're gonna make the hole.
All right, so we finished grinding this down, finished popping the hole in it. Not symmetrical, but it will work. And then they also got this, they probably told you when they're out in the store, but they got this like 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch steel tubing to put on this, so we'll have a hose to slip on this and then bring it down to the oil pan. So I'm gonna go ahead and tack this on and then get a bead around. There you go.
Look at that. Turbo oil drain. Doing it. Hashtag custom fab.
Alright, so I finished with the turbo oil drain. Looks pretty good. No leaks. I cut my finger right here, put some water in it, and made sure there's no leaks. And she's gonna work good, so she's gonna sit on the turbo like this. And that is how you make a DIY oil drain. The oil drain is now good.
Look at
all
that.
set.
Beautiful.
We got a gasket. We also got a gasket maker on the turbo and the
gasket
drain itself.
and the drain.
So this is like, honestly, tell me that didn't come out mint as
It's
fuck.
a fucking mint, dude. Alright, Cam took the pit bike out for a little adventure, so I'm gonna make the exhaust flange. This is gonna go from the header into here, which is gonna spin the turbine back there and then make boost. So what I'm gonna do here, here's the gasket that came with the turbocharger. Let's see, it goes on like that. So simply I just put this down on this metal plate, drew the holes out right there. Now I'm gonna drill right there, drill these 3 out, and then it should bolt on like that. Got all the holes drilled for the flange here. This is what we're working with. So now we're gonna take that fancy hole saw and probably punch a hole straight through the center of this. I'm gonna take this gasket and I'm gonna draw it out first. There she is. That's the exhaust flange ready to go. We just need to weld a pipe in here. Here's the manifold that we will be modifying to fit on there. Pretty much that's the gist of it.
We got this.
We're gonna stick this metal plate on the end of this right here.
We're gonna use this.
Yeah.
You want to use a little bit of this?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to cut that.
Just
cut a
tiny
piece
bit.
this big.
It's just gonna be better to weld.
Wedge it in there.
Steel onto steel.
Nice and flat. It'll be nice.
Yeah. Exhaust manifold's looking good. Cam's oil drain's looking even better.
Perfect, dude.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
We were gonna do a bottom mount, but sadly the steering column is completely in the way of the turbo. So bottom mount, completely out of the question. So I had this idea to cut each of the cylinders off the flange that goes to the motor and literally just
weld it back together upside down.
Weld it back together upside down. And don't get your panties in a bunch. This is not iron. This is steel. 100%
this is complete
weldable.
steel.
100% weldable.
This is what the stock one looks like. So the flange is like this. Here's the valve cover up here. This is the flange, and then it comes down. We were gonna put the turbo here, but the steering column's in the way. So what we did, like Cam just said, literally cut it off, and we're gonna weld it back together upside down. So that the turbo will be upwards. So this is what you'd expect it to look like. Be the block, come down, meet the exhaust. But this is what it's gonna be like now. It's all welded back together. Definitely the longest part of the job. Cam was fucking welding this thing for over an hour, just straight welding the whole time. So now it's gonna sit like this.
What setting did you end up?
Imagine Cam's leg right there being the block, and then you're gonna have your turbo sitting way up here, and then
we have the
it'll be mint.
Orion's over here clocking the turbo.
Yeah, so what happened was, when you get these like from eBay, they come like this, with this thing like up here, and like it's internally wastegated, so like where this thing sits actually matters. So what I have to do is just loosen all like the core bolts here, and then I gotta rotate the compressor housing downward, so that if you can see here, look, when it's the way that they want you to have it, like that.
The turbo drain is on top.
Yeah, the drain is on top, so you have to spin it 180 degrees so that your drain is now on the bottom. And then I gotta switch this bracket to the other side and then just tighten all the bolts again. And then we'll be able to put it on the car.
Alright, so we're blowing all the slag out.
Alright, so there's the manifold. There's our adapter set up here to go from the manifold diameter down to the turbo diameter, which is actually really, really fucking tiny.
God, this light's so fucking bright, dude.
So this is what we're up to right now. Cam just tack welded that piece onto the manifold. So now what we're gonna do is take the turbo back off, finalize all these welds, and the car should be ready for us to do the oil. So
oil in for a startup.
yeah,
Drill the
but
pan.
this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like for now. Got this beautiful KO3 just kind of chilling here.
Alright guys, we're about to drill a hole in the pan. We found a semi-good spot. It's kind of halfway shot.
Halfway shot. It's
yeah.
haggard as fuck.
Yeah,
It's AKA. It's haggard as shit.
Okay, I don't know. Should I hit the corner or should I try to hit it straight?
Try to hit side. If you can hit it straight ahead on the side, just like that, do it just
That's
like
perfect,
that.
right? Take note at the speed of the drill, please. Take note.
It's just tedious ass shit.
Yeah, you don't want to get burrs in your oil.
Woo! Oh my god. Alright guys, so right now we're working on the oil feed and returns. We have here, what is this?
This is a brake master cylinder fitting here.
Brake master cylinder fitting. So we're just using brake lines for all the oil.
Yeah.
This
It goes in there and it turns the turbo's oil feed into a inverted brake line fitting.
and we have one down inside here for the oil feed, oil returns down there. So right now I'm just flaring the brake line.
Yeah, the beauty of it is with the stock 1.6 liter Miata, it comes from the factory with an oil feed, so you don't have to do any tapping. You can just pop your brake line fittings right in there and they're all good. We gotta pour some of this octane booster in the gas tank because it's filled with 87 right now. And since the turbo kit is on there finally,
He's complete, dude.
we don't want to run it without raising the octane just to prevent spark knock. So we're about to dump all of this good stuff in there.
Orion. Yeah. We're gonna have to jump it with Brendan's Miata. I'm so excited. You have no idea.
I hope this thing fucking rips, dude. I really do. We just did this, guys. We just did this.
There's stuff laying around the fucking garage. I hope it hits at least one or two of them.
Get it, get it. What the fuck was that?
Second.
That's such a micro spool.
You heard it? It sounded like a TDI.
You ready?
Forward.
Let's
Ready?
push him nice. Wait. Take that left and go through the chairs. Dump it. Keep going.
There it is.
I want to rip it. I want to feel it.
Can he, like,
Dude, do you hear it? That fucking KO3 screaming, dude.
this thing hauls ass! This thing hauls ass!
It sounds like it actually kicks in pretty nice.
Sounds like a Halls. I want to ride it, dude. I want to fucking rip it. Nah, nah, nah.
Holy shit!
fucking did it! We fucking did it!
It couldn't handle it. It opened it the whole time.
We fucking did it! We fucking did it! Check the pipe!
That's a fucking job.
That was 2 days and we fucking built a turbo to the
5 grueling hours of just straight welding pie cut 90-degree bends.
with a Harbor Freight welder.
And guess what? It fucking rips, dude.
That threw smoke, dude. It threw fucking smoke.
Clouds.
It threw fucking smoke. Now we need to fucking get it open diff and weld it. It'll be prime as shit, dude. Straight drift car.
Oh no, he stalled it.
Let's go get him.
Need a push?
Yeah.